hi there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're here for an appointment? Okay, wonderful. Have you been with us before? No, it's the first time? Okay, great. Let me get some papers down and I'll take your information. We can have you sit in the back. So, what is your last name? Okay. And first name? Okay, how's that spelled? And do you live here or do you live anywhere else? Basically, what would you like your address? Okay. Okay. And that's here, not anywhere else. Okay. And your zip code? Okay, great. And what is a good number that we can get you at? Okay. Okay. Now, who are we going to be seeing today? Okay, cool. We don't get many leopard geckos around here. How long have you had him? Oh, very recently. Okay, great. It's a new pet. Great. And are we just getting a checkup, or is there anything else that's concerning you? Just a checkup. Okay. Cool. Okay, great. Well, I think that's all the information I will need. The doctor will be with you in a moment if you want to just sit in our comfy booths over there, and we'll call you back. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Oh, hi there. Yes. Come in. Just looking over your file. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you can just bring him right here. Yeah. Oh, he's a sweet little guy. What's his name? His or her name? Oh, okay. Okay. That's sweet. Mm-hmm. Alright, so what I wanted to do for right now, I just wanted to double check your information and then we could get into the exam. Does that sound okay? Great. Okay. So what was your name? Let's double check. Okay, perfect. Of course, that's what his name is. He's a leopard gecko, jungle morph. And did you know what their gender is? No. Okay, so you would like me to find that out for you? Okay. Okay, perfect. And how old are they? I think they're a little bit over a year. That's what I could tell. He's a little bit big. Perfect. I'll write the date. And how much do you think he weighs? Do you actually know, or would you like me to take his weight? Oh, you do know. Perfect. Oh, great. Great. It's a good weight for a gecko. Okay. And I see here on your file that you were worrying about some possible shedding and just a regular checkup. Okay. Yeah, sometimes geckos have problems shedding, and sometimes we can fix it, sometimes that's just the way they are. So yeah, we'll have a check at him, and I can give you some tips on how we could hopefully solve his shedding issues as well. Yeah, great. Alright, well I think that is everything I need from you right now, unless you have any questions. No? Okay, that's no problem. Yeah, let's get into the exam. Hi there, little fella. Yeah. Well, just by looking at him so far, he looks in very good shape. Yeah, I see maybe a little bit of shed that's stuck. overall he looks good. Nice weight. He's warm, which is very nice. His toes don't seem to lose any, have any bad shed on them. Toes are usually the hardest part for them to get off. Oh yes, these little pockets. No, that's totally fine. They're just fat pockets. Yeah. Yeah, they store extra fat there. Nothing to worry about. They can get bigger, smaller. Yeah, no big deal. Now, I'll tell you his gender. Basically, all you have to do is look underneath them, right below their tail, kind of between their legs. And males tend to have these little pores. They're kind of darker and they kind of go in this like upside down, very flat V shaped. And then of course below their tail is a little bit thicker than in females. Yeah. So as I can obviously tell right now just by this little examination, it's obvious that he's a male. Yeah, I think just personal preference. Males tend to be a little more docile. You don't have to worry about them going gravid and producing any non-fertile eggs because it takes a lot on their body. Yeah. Yes, they can drop their tail. That's only under extreme situations if they get very stressed out. Yeah, it just acts as a defense mechanism. So as long as they're happy and keeping them safe and it's not very noisy around, then I don't think that it would be a very likely thing to happen. Yeah. Yeah, and as for the shedding issues, it could be stress, it could be that the humidity is too low and that it's just sticking too much to their body. Yeah, so all you have to do is give them a warm hide when they're going into shed. Yeah, so when they're going into shed, you can kind of tell, like right now, he looks like maybe he shed not very long ago because his color is very vibrant and all of that. But when they do go into shed, his color will get a little more discolored and dull. It would look like more he has like a light film around his body. Yeah, and they usually, typically, they'll start at their nose and then they'll work their way down. Yeah, so that's what can make it difficult sometimes, because rub their nose too much or some places get stuck. But if you give them a warm hide with maybe just wet paper towel and in a plastic tub, he should be totally fine. He will go in there when he needs to. Yeah. Yeah, people usually tend to feed them mealworms, but I usually suggest dubia roaches. They seem to have a little bit more nutrition and they're basically just a little bit heavier and more sustainable, I guess would be the right word. Yeah. For their lighting. Yeah, so for their lighting, they're nocturnal, and I've just learned from experience that if you at least keep them by a window so they can tell night from day, day from night, they seem to be happiest then. Of course you can get UV lights, but I don't really think you would need to do that. As long as they can tell day from night, they're okay. Yeah. They're heating. Yeah, of course. Since they are nocturnal, they, in the wild at least, they sleep underground. So they usually get their heat from belly heat, and you'll want to have a heat pad. Yeah, yeah, they don't bask like bearded dragons do or anything like that. They get it all from their stomach. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, he's in very good shape. Has he had any trouble going to the bathroom or anything like that? No? That's great. Some geckos can get impactions, which can be deadly to them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you have to make sure to watch out for that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, besides upping their humidity, if that doesn't work, you can take off the skin manually. Sometimes it's very difficult, especially if it's on their toes. But the best way to do that is to sometimes soak them, not completely, in some water, warm water, and after they've soaked for a few minutes, you take a light Q-tip and then you gently brush away the skin that's kind of moistened up, that's stuck. Of course, if it's on their face, just take a small Q-tip that's already wet and gently just try and wipe away the skin that could be on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Otherwise, there's not much else you can do. Sometimes geckos really have trouble with their shedding, but all we can do is our best to help them out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Otherwise, he looks great. Yeah, you've been doing a great job with him. Yeah. Yeah, he's so sweet. Very good condition. Where did you get him? A breeder? Nice. Yeah. It's best to get them from breeders. It's not great to support the big chain places because animals don't come from very good situations there, so it's better to get them from a reputable breeder. So yeah, hats off to you. Mm-hmm. Look at his little foot just sticking out right there. Yeah, do you have any questions for me? Anything else? Do you feel like everything is resolved? Have you learned anything today? Good. Great. Alright, yeah. Yeah, if you just want to take him back, I see you have a little container for him there. I'll just hand him back over and have you on your way. Great. Thank you so much. Here you are. Oh, welcome back. Yeah, I just have your file here. I was about to type it into the computer. Everything looked pretty good. Yeah? Just a little bit of shedding issues. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright, well, are you ready to pay? Wonderful. I'll put those aside. And do you have some payment that you'd like to use? Okay, great. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, they're really fun. I used to have some when I was younger. They're great little animals, super easy to take care of. Alright, and let me print that out for you, and then you can be on your way. All right, here you are. Yeah, you have a good day. Thank you so much for joining us. See ya.